Welcome to Forsyth County News Football Media Day. Here you have an opportunity to listen to coaches and players on their thoughts and expectations for the upcoming season. Right now I'm joined by the Wolverines. Coach, how about you tell us who you brought with you and why you chose these specific athletes to represent the West Forsyth Wolverines?
Well, I brought Ryder Stewart with me today, and I brought Brady Allen with me today. And Ryder's a 4-year starter for us, actually started for us the last half of the season at running back as a freshman, and Brady was actually a quarterback on that team. And then we realized he can't throw, so we changed positions for him. But Brady's been a fantastic kid at outside linebacker and is having a real impact, great leader. So the two of the best kids we got in the program.
What have you learned about your team this offseason?
I guess the idea that we got to have a short memory. We're not real pleased with the way things ended up last year. We're not real pleased with how we were on certain sides of the ball. And I think there's been a renewal in spirit in our team and sort of a recommitment in our team. And these two kids right here are two of the guys that are leading the way in that.
Any camps that the Wolverines competed in that you were really impressed by?
Well, we participated in the Corky Kell. We've been to East Forsyth for 7-on-7. We've been at a contact camp with Creekview. For me, those are nothing more than practice. They're just opportunities to get better. We want to see our kids compete. We want to see them against really good competition, just see how we stand up. But for me, they're just opportunities to get better. I don't put a lot of stake in the results necessarily, but I do put a lot of stake in do kids know what they're doing? Do they know how to line up? Do they know what their responsibilities are? And that's the improvement that I've seen this summer.
Now, Ryder Stewart, you've been all over the field, punt return, running back, as Coach said, and maybe on the defensive end. What can the Wolverines expect from you this season? Microphone.
I'm just going to be pretty much all around the field. I got a lot of positions this year, playing both ways. I'm kind of used to it, though, so it should be fun.
Now, what have you learned from your side to become an athlete or a better athlete for the Wolverines, I would say?
Become a better athlete. It's more just like on the off season because you don't get a lot of time during the season. So, I think it's more becoming a better teammate, leading, especially becoming a 2-time captain. It's just more like that. And then in the off season, it's just stay in the gym, stay running, and stay with stuff like that.
Now, is there a particular game you guys have circled on the calendar, maybe that left some bad blood last season, or maybe an upcoming rivalry that we don't know about?
We're probably just going to do the same thing as last year. Every team's, we take it kind of as a rivalry, everyone in our region. Not really anyone specific.
Pass the microphone in. No, I answer the same question.
Oh, I got Cambridge personally because I grew up around that area. I know a lot of the guys on the team. So, yeah, that one for me.
Now, let's say you guys do beat Cambridge. What's the best place to go after a big win to eat?
Waffle House. Waffle House is definitely the go-to. Yeah.
Is that your go-to as well? Waffle House, yeah. Now, Coach, what have you guys focused on this summer to become a better Wolverine team?
Our kids have they've put in a lot of time, and our attendance this year has been tremendous. We've really got good buy-in this year. I don't know how that's going to translate to wins and losses. You just never know. Everybody's got high expectations this time of the year, and you just don't know. But I'm just really pleased with the work in the weight room, the work in the running, the work in the practice stuff. Learning a new system. My defensive coordinator from last year, Dan Devine, was named the new head football coach at Woodstock in the spring. So Jim Brown, who's been on our staff the past 3 years, is our defensive coordinator. And so there's always a challenge of learning something new, but I think the kids are having a lot of fun with our defense. There's a lot of movement going on. They get to bring a lot of pressure and have a lot of fun. But of course, being sound in those instances is important. And if we're going to have success this year, kids just need to be fundamentally sound. And that's what we've been working on. I think we've made a lot of improvement there.
Now, Coach, you talk about the weight room. Is any big numbers maxing out in the weight room?
Well, Brady over here is he's a Hulkamaniac. He's a strong kid and a real athletic kid. Last year we had a kid set the school record for bench press of 415 pounds, which is pretty impressive. He beat Dylan Fairchild's record of 405. We don't have that necessarily, but what we do have, and what I like to look at as a coach is, I think the most important thing is not your strongest guy, your strongest 2 or 3 guys. I like to take the top 10 kids we have. How strong is our 10th strongest kid compared to the past? And I think right now our 10 strongest guys are stronger than our 10 strongest were last year, even with guys like Riley.
Now, Western Side made some changes to their coaching staff, replacing 3 coaches. What goals have you set with your coaching staff to become a better Wolverine team?
I think just communication with the kids and making sure the kids understand what we're trying to get accomplished, making sure they understand the game plan, making sure they understand the why for us doing things, and trying to make it fun. I mean, it's a grind out there. Everybody knows that. It's summertime in the South, and football's a tough sport, and you can't just grind on them all the time. You got to try to have some fun, but the kids are smart enough. They understand it's not always going to be that way, but you just want to care about the kids, love on them, correct them when they make mistakes, and then encourage them to go out and play the best they can and enjoy watching them.
Now, can the Western Side Wolverines fans that are watching right now, what can they expect from the Wolverines this season?
I'm going to turn that over to Ryder.
This year, I mean, I expect to go way better than we did last year. I'm expecting a pretty good regional season and a lot of redemptions from last year.
Same thing, defense is a little bit unexperienced varsity-wise, but I think we're gonna be pretty good.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, that is the Western Side Wolverines. I'm Derrick Richemond, the sports reporter for Forsyth County News.